Okay, again, we're in this stage code. It's optional. Do not be overwhelmed by what we're presenting to you. We're just trying to present options to you in the hope that the more options that you're given, the more likely you're going to make the right decision later on. All right. And what's the option over here is you start to realize that most of the algebra that we're doing, paper and pencil algebra, if you continue along in mathematics, I'd say applied mathematics, you're going to find out that most problems really can't be done by hand. All right. They can't be done by hand. So we need to learn how to use a computer algebra system. Again, not for this course, but for later on when you start to look at bigger and bigger problems. But go to this website over here. Just click on it. You don't have to type it in. Just click on that over there. Whoops. I think I opened it twice. So CoCalc Instant Sage Worksheet. We've been doing this for some time now. Hopefully you've been following along. But if not, that's pretty much going to be the same thing each time. The code that we present to you is related to what we're doing in the class. I like to create a new worksheet each time. What kind of worksheet? A Sage worksheet. And what I'd like to do is just type the code in. So I'm going to type reset, shift return, X is a variable, shift return. Oh, I'm getting a little tired. So I'm just going to copy paste. Remember, copy paste doesn't always work, by the way. Shift return, and it expanded it. Now, someone says, well, if I did that by hand, it would take me longer. Why don't you use the machine? You need to learn how to do this by hand. All right. You're not to use a machine on homework or exams to do the problems, that is. That expanded it. This one over here, a little more complicated. It's related to what we've done in class, though, or what you've done in our homework. Yeah, not too bad. I want to go to Wolfram Alpha, though. Let me do that. And I'm going to type something in. And someone says, are you going to type it in again? I'm not. I'm not going to define the variable. Let's put this over here. And shift return. I'm sorry, not shift return, just return. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. So someone's going to say, I'm totally confused. What is it doing now? And you might be confused. What does it do? It actually just puts down these things over here. You might say, why are they doing that? But it also puts down alternate forms of it. All right. Now, someone says, what the crazy looking forms? And that's a problem. It also puts down things like this over here. I would not be overwhelmed by all the stuff that Wolfram Alpha is giving you. But here's the problem with Wolfram Alpha. It gives you options. All right. But let me type in something different over here. I'm going to type in expand. See if it does something different. I just hit return there. Now, what does it do when I say expand? The first result is what I wanted. The first what I wanted. Now, let me give you an example of something I couldn't do by hand. Let's say I wanted to expand this polynomial here, which is 3x squared minus 5x plus 1 to the 10th power. I could do it by hand, but it would just take a long time. And if you're watching me do it by hand, you say, oh my God, when's that guy going to finish? Watch how fast that this does it, though. And it expands it out for me. So here's the deal. I'm not going to say this is an interesting problem, but over here, but you realize if you had to do that by hand, you'd have to write this factor down 10 times, pairwise multiplication. It would be tough, really tough, right? Really, really tough. The bottom line is it did it for me and it did it quickly. It may give me things I don't understand, by the way, but right now I would not worry about what it's giving you. I would worry about, gee, can I understand what I'm giving it? And can I find out what they're giving me back? Not all of it, but the thing I'm interested in. What are you interested in? The expansion of it, this thing right over here. It's all you're interested in. And you should be able to do that. All right. Now, if I go back to Sage, I'm going to do this in Sage too. Oh, I'm not going to do it in Sage. I'll just leave it at that. All right. Thank you.